Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of ShimmeringHook Plays Minecraft. As you can see, I've been hard at work in the ocean monument, uh, guardian farm, whatever you want to call this thing. It's not really an ocean monument anymore, but I've got all the red in the pillars, except once I got this far, got the red in here, I looked and I think I want to replace all the corners with red instead of black as well. Just to alternate, so it'll be red, black, and so on and so forth. I think that would look pretty cool. But anyway, what I've been working on is up here. I have laid in stone slabs across the top of everything, and I started laying out where my stairs were going to go in, and I also completed all these to make them all 3 by 3 in the center, so it kind of changes the way everything is. But there's one difference. I laid these all out with the stone. I moved a couple of the walls around to kind of make it a little bigger, and I started on this side putting in quartz pillars. Now this was I don't know, this was just a thought that I just had to do with this, and I thought, you know what, let's try it, and I really like it at this point. So I'm gonna end up doing like that on the corners. I'll do something in between, in the middle here, to just to give it some different definition, some, I don't know, just some sort of detail to it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around and continue on with these pillars like this. But what I have noticed, unfortunately though, since I did this, is, well, one, I'm going to need a lot of quartz. And I think what I want to work on is the actual building. I want to get at least one wall done, like say this front main wall, because this would, well, originally was going to be the main entrance of the building was here. So I want to kind of get working on that and come up with a design. I'm not sure if these are going to be windows on each side with a doorway in the middle or not. Might put a window kind of in the center, like right about here somewhere. One tall window, maybe a 3 wide at the bottom, and go to 1 wide at the top or whatever, just to give it some shape. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely thinking an arch in the doorway areas. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on what I'm going with for a style. Also, in between here, I'm thinking of changing up the color pattern a little bit, instead of going with just stone brick, because everything's stone brick right now, as you can see. And in the center of the room, thinking, yeah, this is pretty close. There, here's dead center of the room. I'm thinking of building something, some kind of a statue or a shrine or something like that, and then to have something in the corners, just to give it something that'll pop. I might end up actually going, could get really expensive doing it this way, but I might end up going with pillars like this as well on the inside. So, man, I don't know if I can do it there. Well, that sucks. Hope I didn't lose that. And if I did, now I'm stuck in here. Either way, kind of sucks. But anyway, let's get up here. Go back down. Yeah, just to give it some shape, because I don't want these posts sticking out. But then again, maybe that would be the better way, is to have those posts stick out on the inside. And then, no, because it'd look funny in the corners. Only problem with that would be on these corners, it would have to be a post here, and that doesn't work. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna have to think of something. But anyway, we'll come up with that later. And as you can see, there's a spider down there, which means there's obviously a dark spot somewhere. have to deal with that as well. Crap. Left a stupid hole. Okay, let's fill this back in real quick. So maybe just the quartz in the around the actual door, or I don't know. I really don't know what to do now. I'm confused. See, I start coming up with ideas and thinking about it, and then it just, yeah, I don't know. Something's not right. I don't like it. Move on. We'll come back to that later. Let's see. What is... Oh, that was a full block there. That's why. I may put half slabs across, but probably not, because I'm thinking a solid wall of possibly the red clay on those, and then the windows in the middle, or maybe black clay with red for a window or a blue for a window, trying to keep this color pattern still. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm up to. But as you can see, I've got 24 pillars in my inventory right now on the hotbar, and if you go down here, I have 35 quartz blocks, and I think that is it. I believe that is all the quartz that I have. So what I started doing was mining in the nether. Let's double check. I have one piece, and I have some stairs and stuff like that, so I can use those later. But yeah, let's go over here real quick, see what I have over in this area. White stained clay, I could throw that somewhere. But yeah, let's see, let's go there. As you can see, I have tons of pickaxes on me right now, and that is because what I originally started doing, I went into the nether and I started collecting quartz. Well, I went into the nether specifically to collect quartz for this project because I knew I was going to need it. So I'm just going to take a swim over there. I still like the look of this build, but I want to do something different with it. The outside walls are bland and boring and gross, but I don't want to do a whole lot underwater, because really it's just the big windows and it doesn't need a whole lot of detail underwater. But I want to do something with it. So that's another thing. I think those pillars, especially if I use like a red or black clay in between and some windows and get the door and archways and all that put together, I think that's going to look pretty awesome. I think that's going to be a cool look. But we got to get there first. So, and that's part of the reason I've done quartz, because if I want to use the white for an archway, quartz is perfect for it, because I have the stairs and slabs that I can use. Whereas, I do like the look of the polished diorite, but you can't make stairs or slabs out of diorite of any sort. So yeah, I hope they actually add that in 1.9, but probably won't happen. At least not that I've seen so far in any of the snapshot videos I've seen or anything like that. So, but anyway, we're gonna take a swim over to the nether here, because what I originally did, I went into the nether looking for some quartz, and I walked over to where I have had it dug out a little bit already for the where I was planning a wither farm, and where the dual blaze spawners are. And yeah, anyway, I started that, and I thought, I have to open it up around that to reduce the spawning spaces other places, so that when I do set up a wither farm, or try to set up a wither farm, I have more room to work with. And yeah, what I ended up doing was figuring out approximately 128 blocks in each direction away from the wither farm, which, it's probably more than I needed, but I started in one corner and I just counted out approximately 128 blocks, and then I started digging up until I hit the ceiling. And yeah, as you can see, I said heck with it, It's not quite 128, but I figured start at the back of my post here where my ladder up to the gold farm is, and just continue on that way and that way. And yeah, I've basically made a room here and not found a single piece of quartz. Up here I haven't found a single piece of quartz, but what I want to do is dig this down in that square all the way down to lava level at Y63 or whatever it is. Um, I could continue lower if I really wanted to. I think I could go lower, but I don't really think that's necessary, because if you look over here, there is plenty of lava down there, and I'm not messing around with that. But there is quartz right there and right there, so I'll just wander around and pick up quartz randomly as I go. But yeah, when I dig this out, this turned into a huge project. So when I do decide to finish this and dig this huge square out all the way down, I'm probably going to end up with a ton of quartz. But one thing I do know I'm going to have is a ton of netherrack. So that brings me to another thing. What am I going to do with all the netherrack? Well, I'm thinking furnace. I'm going to have to set up a bunch of furnaces somewhere, smelt all this netherrack down into brick, and use it for a build somewhere. I'm not sure what, but ow. I should have. Wow, I can't hit nothing. Well then, we'll just keep moving side to side, hit it back at him. Ow. Die. But anyway, continue on. Stupid ghast. I should bring a bow for this. I do have a power 4 bow somewhere. But yeah, see, I have all this area here that I have to clear out, and quartz up there, and there's quartz over here, and there's tons of quartz. I just have to actually collect it. And that part of the fortress I want to tear out eventually, and I never got around to doing that yet. So there's plenty of things I want to do here. Got to work on making sure I don't fall in the lava and die. So I'm thinking fire resistance potions, once I do start getting some of this dug out, would be a good thing. But as you can see, there's tons of wither skellies down there as well. But if I clear that all the way up to there and all the way around, that should make that spawn the only spawn pad in the area. I'm gonna have to build tunnels, or a tunnel to it from somewhere, but that's fine too. I have to do a few other things. My train, or my tracks that I have going to the, oh good lord, it's over that way. Over that way to the ice biome, ice bikes, and the jungle. Run through this section, so I'm gonna have to clean that up too. But anyway, I've been rambling on for a while here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start collecting some more quartz, I think, and gather up some more resources, and then I will come back after I get some stuff together and get back to building. And yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, here we are back again, and as you can see, I've been playing around a little bit. I've come up with an idea for an arched doorway. I don't know if it's too tall. I think I like it tall. Kind of threw in some stairs here, quartz stairs for around the doorway itself and for the arch. I'm not sure if I like the idea of going with stone on top or going with the pillars all the way up. I'm thinking right behind there is where I'm going to start kind of stepping it in and up towards another ceiling. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with that right there. So what I'm going to do though, I'm going to come over here, because this one's going to be, this is where I'm going to use a lot of these pillars. Gonna have to do that one too, but it can wait. I think that's the top. Could be wrong. Yeah, that looks about right. Now, yeah, this is going to give me an idea of what I want to do here. Ow. I think I'm going to go with the quartz there. So let's come over to this one, because here I have the pillar. I'm going to take that one out, take that one out, put this in like so, and then this one, I don't know, I'm going to leave that for now. I might pop that out later. So I think something like that is what I'm going to have to do here. And then maybe throw some half slabs across the top here just to cap this off. Yeah, something like that. And then I think on that side I'll do the same. Jump down here because, you know, who cares? Thump. And see, I could do something similar on the inside. Like I can do this here as well, where I put the stair, upside down stair in here, if I could ever, oops, reach it. Like that. Really? Get rid of that one. Pop that one out for now. I'll come back to that in a second. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the stair here so much. I can go with a full block. Same as here, and here, and then up with a pillar along here. And then go with the same idea, stair. Do I do it there or do I do it lower? Stair, stair. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh. And then do same thing, stair, stair. Don't like it already. I haven't even looked at it from down below, but I don't like this corner already. Unless, of course, oops, let's do, say that. And then go with the half slab, I guess, in the middle, like so. Now, this is my way of going through a design process for something. See, that puts the window a little bit higher than the door, which isn't too bad. Brings these stairs here about the same height. I don't like those two blocks there. I already know that. I wonder if I went with chiseled quartz. I don't want to make a bunch of this stuff because I'd hate to waste it. Quartz is still kind of rare. I didn't collect a whole lot, so I'd hate to make a bunch of it and end up not liking the look of it. It might look okay there. Might look okay if I just knock that out completely and put something else in there altogether. Let's throw one in just for now. like that look. I might have to throw something different up there just to change it up. Or just a regular quartz block. Let's go up and let's pop those out, put a regular quartz block in there. Just to see what it looks like. And I shouldn't be using this pick, but because I need to repair it. But that's okay. It'll be fine. So there's what it looks like with regular quartz. I think that looks better. Not 100% sure I like it. We'll see. Now, I don't know if I should have, like I said, the windows here arch the same way, which means I'd have to actually come lower with them, have it start there and arch, so it ends at that height. I'll have to come up with a plan there. But what I came up with in here, obviously, was this. Now, let's see if I can... Well, first of all, let's pop one of these off and put a full block there instead, just so I have something to work with. Now, let's go there, there. Let's go with the quartz. Oops. That's fine. I can live with that. Now it's tempting to just do this and then have this arch on the inside a little bit lower than the one on the outside, maybe. Tempting, because what I'll do is I'll probably put a ceiling of some sort in here and you'll never see this anyways. Whatever I do with the roof line. Whoops. Let's grab these two out again. Because I'll have to do probably the same on the window part there. Or not. Might. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure I like that yet. No, I think the 2 layers thick doesn't look right for the doorway. So what I have to do is come up with a plan for that. Yeah, I don't know if I like those stone slabs there. Or the stone block. I might go with, let's pop up here. Oh. I might go with quartz slabs and just continue them up or something. I'm not sure. But that's the general idea of what I'm going for here. I definitely need to work some things out and figure out what I want to do. And I definitely need to go get a ton more quartz because that's it. I got, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, like 18 more pillars to do that height. And I am pretty much out of quartz already. So, yeah, the quartz is going to be an issue. I'm going to have to spend a ton of time in the nether hunting down quartz. Let's see, what do I have down here? This is where my quartz was. So yeah, that's it for quartz. And that's diorite and diorite, so let's just organize this a little bit. So let's throw these in. That's a piece of chiseled. I don't know if I like the chiseled at all, to be honest. Color-wise, yeah. Or pattern. I don't like the pattern of chiseled quartz much. Actually, there's something I should have done. Let's go back up. Is it dark out? Let's go sleep first. I know I'm running in circles and whatnot, but, you know. Oh, crap. See, there's a mob stuck in one of these pillars. I believe, and that's what's stopping me from sleeping. I thought I put enough torches inside those pillars that nothing would spawn in them, but it didn't work. I got a stupid creeper up there. So, let's see. Let's pop that one. Nope. Come on, creeper. Really? Yeah, he's probably dead. I hope. Ooh. So, let's move this down. And don't drop stuff, because that's bad. Oh. Taking out things I don't need to take. I don't mean to be taken out. Ow. Okay, let's go back to here. Yeah, I'll have to do something along here to break this up a little bit, I think, too. Just to give it a little bit of shape, because it's very flat there right now. Let's throw this back in place, like so. And let's see, let's use these to pillar up if I can. So if I want the very top of it to be at this height, I need to get rid of that one. And it's going to go there. And there. Nope, that's too low. There and there. And there. And of course, I've used up all my stairs that I had on me. Because I dropped a bunch. Something like that. Now, if I do that, though... No, that's one block too low. Still. So, yeah. And of course, I'm sorry I'm not talking right now, but this is the way it works for me when I build. Yeah, I tend not to do a whole lot of talking. It's one of the reasons I try not to build on camera any more than I have to. Because it's really boring and bland. I'm going to knock that one out maybe. Put a black in there as well. Something like that. There. Oop. A slab. See what that looks like. Ooh, I actually like the contrast of the black on that. Looks kind of cool. Now if I did a contrast of black along the back of this one, I think. Like, right in. Yeah, I can't reach. There we go. Come on. Seriously, you're gonna be like that? Now, I know it's not gonna matter because up there, but it's gonna be the first two behind that block that's gonna make a difference. Um, let's go here. And I could probably remove a bunch of these and leave it open because I don't need this much black in there, I don't think. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Let's see what it looks like. From here, it's kind of flat, kind of boring. But that's okay, I can deal with that. I'll probably put glass inside that, and it makes the window kind of square looking, but it gives that nice arch above the window. That's what I kind of like that shape. I might not put it around like that, but I'll see. Now, I don't have any stairs on me. Gotta put stairs here and here. Same as when I do that one. I'll have to do the same. Ah, don't fall off the edge. Also, fountains. I still want to put fountains out in each of these spots here, which I think would work out perfect because they'll be right in front of the windows, which will also break up the shape in the window some because from out here you'll see the fountains and then the windows. Um, and from inside you'll be able to look out and see the fountains. And whatever I put in the middle here, a statue or whatever I decide to put in the center, will be the focal point when you're walking up to the door. I think that'll work out pretty good actually. But anyway, that gives you a quick idea of the wall, what I want to do. I'm going to continue on with this and possibly work on building it taller. I think I'm just going to step it back in one block, go up a few, and then continue on like that. But we'll see what I come up with. But anyway, I'm going to call this an episode. I think it's probably running pretty long, and I've got other things I need to do as well. So hopefully I can get some more work done on this, and by next episode I'll at least have a couple of the walls up and kind of have an idea of where I'm going with this design. And hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next episode.